burning that's generating the exceedances, and so that would be our target. Currently in Taupo, they're getting around about 15, 16 exceedances a year, and we've looked at, there's no evidence that air quality is improving there, and South Waikato District Council is going through a bylaw process at the moment, putting in restrictions on wood burners.
Because this obviously is all about health. So if you take the wood burners out of houses here in Taupo and put in heat pumps and so on, we know that that's going to add another $100 a month to the power bill, for which a number of households cannot afford, and therefore they don't have heating, and then we get all these other health problems.
I was just going to say that Waikato Regional Council has never been about limiting people's appliance choice, and through our retrofit scheme we made sure that people were able to choose whether they replace their old wood burners or open fires with new wood burners and heat pumps. So we've worked quite hard because we're really aware of that stuff around fuel poverty, about people might have an appliance and then can't use it. So we've always worked quite hard to promote appliance choice so that people can decide what they want to replace it with.
Yeah, I think we're also very aware that the health implications of living in a cold, unheated house are pretty high. So there's a balance between having good air, outdoor air quality, and also ensuring that people are healthy inside if they've got a warm house.
So this is about educating people and to get rid of those open fires, those old wood burners, replacing them with the new ones.
Yes, yeah, and that's what we're sort of hoping to see. Natural attrition as people upgrade, they'll be upgrading to the new NES approved wood burners, which have got an improved design which reduces those emissions.
Councillor June?
Yeah, so the PM10, is this pollen?
Yes, pollen is a form of PM10. It does, pollen can be quite a range. You can get particle sizes larger than PM10 and ones that are small as well, and they can have quite a health implication, obviously through, well, obviously allergies, but yeah, respiratory issues as well. So,
is Mangakino ever going to be on the list of getting what's reported? Because I know that's a huge issue every time we
we don't have Mangakino as an airshed. At the moment we have 20 designated gazetted airsheds, and we're working through those. At some stage we could look further at other areas where there may be some quite localised air quality problems. At this stage, no, it's not.
So your retrofitting scheme that you've been working on, how long does that run in Taupo now? Because I know that quite a few people can get sort of free appliances, and if they meet the criteria, obviously.
Yeah, so we've got.
So when does that completed, that program?
Yep. So from the start of this financial year on, so back in July, we, through our LTP, we've made the decision to put that funding into Tokoroa because I've got 15 exceedances. Yeah. But we've also got a few outstanding. We had some contractual issues last year with our service provider, so we've still got, I think it's about 15 old. Is it 9? Oh, 9 still to be done from the Taupo airshed. So, but that's people who are already on the list. So we've only got funding for another 9 to do in Taupo. So then the only funding that's available to people here is just through the ECO grant, which is just $500.
Just back to the pine pollen. This has always concerned me because if you talk to our local doctors, their patients turn up. Their number increases over the pine pollen season, which you can see as a yellow cloud coming across, and also the pine accumulating in puddles as a coating over the puddles. Is there any specific monitoring of that other than where the pine goes under PM10?
No, there isn't. I mean, our PM10 monitoring stations will pick up PM10 pollen PM10. If it's smaller than 10 microns, it will pick that up. So some of those, the concentrations that we register will have a background aspect that's contributed to from other sources such as pollen, airborne dust from excavations and erosion and those sort of things as well. But no, we don't have any specific monitoring program on pollen.
So you factor that into obviously the pollen season. Obviously you're going to have a spike in your data.
Yeah, we don't tend to see any spikes during the pollen season. We haven't seen anything that stood out around that. Yeah, we certainly see, we see obviously during the winter season, we see you get a very diurnal pattern of PM10 during the day, which is different from wood burners. And you get an increase overnight up to midnight, and then a smaller peak during the morning around about 10 or 11 o'clock. Occasionally you get some spikes, and they can be, we don't tend to get a lot of unidentified spikes. Yeah, that's probably all I had to say, but apart from got any more questions?
So we've got a suggested resolution that the information be received, and the Waikato Regional Council representatives Jonathan and Amanda, we thank for their presentation. So can I move it? Thanks, Councillor Cope. Second to Councillor Johnson. All those in favour? Aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you next year.